Hi, Gene Burnett from GeneBurnett.com. Hey, I thought we'd talk a little bit today about balancing strength and flow, stability and mobility. They're kind of at odds with each other. Like an elephant, big and stable, not very mobile. Hummingbird, super mobile, not very stable. So in Tai Chi, we're trying to be as stable as we can be and still be mobile and agile and fluid, and as mobile and agile and fluid as we can be and still be stable. At least I am. That's what the yin-yang symbol means to me. A conversation between those poles, a dynamic conversation, a kind of balance. Some people, I think, overvalue stability and they put all their attention in being unmovable. Other people put all their energy into flow and mobility and super softness and relax and yielding, but not enough, I think, on the other side, the yang side, the ability to strike and push and be strong. You'll notice that the people at the top of the podium in almost every athletic endeavor, certainly every martial athletic endeavor, are strong, and not just strong, very strong. Strength matters, but you'll also find the people at the top of the podium, especially the consistent ones, are also relaxed, are also flowing and moving. Pure strength is a great way to get injured. Pure flow is a great way to get injured. So try to balance the two. So I do things, all kinds of things for strength. I do push-ups. I do pull-ups, and I do perfect pull-ups, meaning I hang from full extension all the way up and all the way down. I do some kettlebell stuff. I mostly do farmer carries and suitcase carries. I also do a halo around the head with kettlebells. I also, what else do I do for strength? I have a Bowflex thing here. I work that to work the area between my shoulder blades. I do handstands. I do squats. I do some crunches. What else have I got here? I do the ab roller. I got these they look like these guys. So you put them down like this and you roll them out and roll them back. Looks easy, is not. I thought it was impossible until a friend of mine came over and did it. I realized, okay, it's possible. So I started going further and further out, an inch at a time, until I could do that. So anyway, those are all things that I do for strength. And you too may be a fitness person, and you may do all kinds of things for strength. And I think that's very, very valuable. Each strength exercise focuses on a different, part of the body or group. But I think it's really, really valuable to have some exercises that work everything, that work your whole body, whether it's tennis or running or golf or Tai Chi is a great one. I love Tai Chi for that because you're working on connecting all this strength and in these different muscle groups into one flowing kinetic chain or field of movement. Dancing is a great one. Qigong, yoga to some extent, although I'm thinking more of things that involve movement than static positions, So one of the things that I like to do to try to balance these two for me when I don't have time or space or sometimes just inclination to do the slow, the Tai Chi forms is I borrow this from Capoeira. It's called the Ginga, I believe, and it's like their basic movement that they do when they face off with each other in this combination of dance and martial arts. And I just love this exercise. Super good for it's good for everything, but it's really good for moving your whole body in a simple flowing exercise that has martial potential and martial stuff in there, but it's also just a great exercise. So I'm going to show you my version of it. There's plenty of great instructional videos on this online. I'm not an expert by any means. Anybody who's been doing this for a while probably does it a lot better than I do. But this is how I figured it out. I started, you're just doing this. You're just taking your right hand to your left shoulder, left hand to your right shoulder, just like that. And then When that, let's say my right hand comes to my left shoulder, I take my right foot behind me. Step up, left hand, left foot behind me. I'm not going to worry about lefts and rights. I'm going to tell you what mine are because I'm looking at a camera and God knows what it'll be by the time you look at it. So there. So basically you're going back and forth like this, and I'm just taking the same side back, same side back, same side back, same side back. This is just real simple. This can be like a blocking movement, a little protective movement. This is like no rotation yet. I'm just going back and forth so I get this step up, step back. The next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go a little lower. And I'm basically staying on my front foot here. On this foot. This one is light. Right? Then I started to add a little rotation to that. I'm turning in the direction my front hand's pointing. So I'm coming up in here, and I can even turn and see how far I can turn, but I'm turning here in my waist, not so much in the hips. Step up, turn. Step up, turn. So my arms are doing a swing circle and there, and turn, and turn. And then I'm going to add a little sideways movement to that. So I'm going to push to the side a little bit. When I come up, I'm going to go a little bit to the side, and there, and there. And I'm staying on my front foot for now. Right? So then, a little bit more speed, a little bit of flow into it, and I'm doing this. Sometimes I'm going to go back a little bit because I tend to move forward in a room when I do this, and you're going to lose my feet if I do that. So I might push back a little bit. See that? The whole body's turning. Turn. Sometimes I'll really exaggerate it. But what's cool about this movement is you really work your alignment and strength on that front leg, your relaxation and kind of soft structure in the back leg. You're getting your waist turning there, separating it from the hips a little bit. And also, a really cool feature here is that when you're in this position, when I'm in this position here, it's really easy to just switch hands and kick. And I don't know about you, but I love a kick that comes out right under my elbow. I just love that. So I'm right here and boom, and then I return to where I was. Go to the other side, kick, or kick. I like to switch hands when I do that kick because I guess that the body turns as the foot kicks. But then you switch back again so that you can keep doing this. So it can be don't switch hands. But I don't like that very much. I like to come here, switch hands, and then switch back. Here, switch hands, and switch back. Now, that's just one potential thing you have there. That's coming forward here, boom, there. You've also got your more lotus kick type kicks. You've also got, you've got any kick in this range here. Those are all available when you're in this position or this position here, as I just did. Boom, 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 and then to the other side. So you've got all this available here. Also, when you're in this position here, you've got all this stuff. All that's available. So when you're here, you've got scooping movements, you've got striking movements, slapping movements. All kinds of things are possible from this place if you want to, think martially. If you don't, it's just a great kind of a dance move. It's just shifting your weight back and forth and getting that nice big swing there. Now, please don't rip me apart, Capoeira people. I'm just doing a real rudimentary, basic version of this. Very basic. Now, if you want to, you can also go back. So when you go back, same movement, same idea, but rock your weight back. You work the front part of your body, especially the abs. And that's nice to think of like a kick swinging by, or a knife, or a weapon. Anytime that you need to lean back, like Muhammad Ali used to do that, lean back and let something go by. It's kind of an emergency measure, but you know, fights are emergencies. So you can kind of go back, 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 back. And sometimes I like to see how far I can go and just lift that front foot off the ground even a little, way back there. And then way back there. Or you can stay forward, 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 forward. Or you can play with potential kicks while you're back there. All that kind of stuff. So you got a lot of things that are possible to just tie in strength and mobility together, so you feel like your whole body is moving, like a golf swing, or like a baseball swing, or a full pitch, or all the great movements that you can do. I think otherwise you're in danger of having sort of a gym body where each group is strong but they don't really know each other and they can't really work well together. So just a brief review. This is just my version of it. Don't try this without doctor supervision. And if you really want to do it right, find a Capoeira instructional video. The main thing I'm advocating here is find some simple exercises that you can do that are whole body flow exercises, whether it's a form or a game or a portion of your game that you can do regularly so that your strength is balanced by flow. So again, I'm just putting my right hand on my left shoulder, left hand on my right shoulder at first. Just keep it real simple. When the right hand comes to the shoulder, the right leg goes behind me. And notice it's right behind my hip, it's not behind me this way. I'm trying to take it pretty much straight back. Like that. Then a little deeper. I go a little deeper, I go a little deeper. Then I go deep with a turn. Deep with a turn, just to warm up that rotatory capacity in there. There. Then I think a little bit of sideways, come up and go a little sideways, up, side. And then just start to let it go a little bit more so that it's really a nice sweeping whole body kind of movement, like that. And then I can also go back, right? I can go back, or I can stay forward, and if I'm forward I can fire kicks off that back leg, switching hands or not, but I prefer switching hands. And it's a nice little workout. I do that for 5 or 10 minutes a day here and there, and wow, man, it's really I've noticed the difference in terms of my overall balance and connectedness in my body. I went out to play frisbee last night with my wife, and I found that I was able to run after the frisbee with more speed and abandon than I'm used to, being a 63-year-old dude. And I attributed it to all this working in here and doing those things, because that's the only thing I've done different in the past few weeks. So recommend doing this or something like this. I don't want you to hurt yourself, so if you're going to try to figure out Ginga from what I'm doing, be super, super careful, because I might be taking for granted some things that I've got in my body from years of doing Tai Chi, and maybe your knees are going to twist or something. So the main thing is find something simple, and it can be something as simple as just lifting one leg after the other. Look at that does to the light. That's kind of cool. Just lifting one leg after the other. Do that for 5 minutes. Just something that involves your whole body and not just a set group. Something that involves everything and with a little bit of flow in it. Something that sets up a kinetic chain to move momentum to run through your body. So it's something you have to let go into instead of something you're always firming against. So I hope that's helpful. That's why I make these videos. If they are helpful to you, please let me know in the comments. It's always nice to hear. I also have a tip jar kind of thing in the description of these YouTube videos. Subscribe to my channel if you like this kind of thing. Visit Burnett.com if you want more information about me and my music and my Tai Chi and all the stuff I do. Be well, take good care of yourself, breathe deep. We want to see you all safe and sound on the other side.